back to my channel, Life with Patty, and welcome to my kitchen. So today we're going to make a new recipe. I got it out of this cookbook right here from the Farmhouse Kitchen. I don't know when I got this cookbook actually. I have so many cookbooks, I don't know. I've just been going through it. We are going to make a cherry delight is what we're going to make today. This is a no-bake dessert, which is really great right now because it's 99 degrees outside and creeping up. So it's supposed to be 105 here in Northern California on Saturday. So I thought I don't want to heat up my oven. So we are going to start out with the crust that's going to go in our 9 by 13 pan, and it calls for 1.5 cups of crushed graham cracker and 1 stick of melted butter, which we have right here. And we're just going to combine these two together really well till it's all mixed up. Now you guys might be wondering, Patty, how many desserts do you make and how can you eat all those desserts? Well, here's the thing, folks. I made that apple cake a few days ago, and so my husband had to buy, he had 1 serving, and so did I. And then I took it to work. And even though I'm not working right now, I dropped it off to the girls at work. So last night, he's like, hey, where's that apple cake? I'm like, oh, I took it to the girls. So he's like, I only got one serving of that the night before. So I was like, well, I kind of wanted to make this cherry delight. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, I have my graham cracker mixture all mixed up. And now we're going to pour it into our 9 by 13 pan. I have to say, I think graham cracker crust is like one of my favorites. I don't know, this just doesn't seem like very much. It really doesn't. Yeah, 9 by 13. I don't know how this is supposed to spread out. I don't think it's going to. Okay, so this is a great thing about, you know, when you try a dessert for the first time or a recipe for the first time, you find out, is this really going to serve how they say it is? And this is no. I think you would need double your crust here. So, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it just 3/4 of the pan is what I'm going to try to do. So, you know, I don't know. I always do this. I'll make something and I'll think that's not enough, and then I overshoot it. Well, this time definitely could have doubled the crust recipe. All right. So we have that done, and now we're going to make the topping that's going to go on top of this. And it calls for 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, 2 of these, and I already took them out of the box and have them, and you should put this at room temperature. It's so warm today that mine actually got a little too soft. I don't think it'll hurt it at all, but my kitchen is not, we don't have central air here, we just have wall units. So the kitchen doesn't always stay really cool, which is great about this recipe because I don't have to heat anything up. And 1 cup of whipping cream. It says to beat the cream and then add the whipping cream. Okay, so we're going to put this on the mixer for a minute. Let that start mixing. I'm going to throw away my cream cheese containers. I'll be right back. All right, and so it wants 1 cup of whipping cream. I actually had to go all the way to town just for the whipping cream. I had everything else. But this is something I normally wouldn't keep on hand because I wouldn't use it all the time. Alright. I got a new set of measuring cups when I was at the Dollar Tree. And I've washed them, but I don't like them all connected. I take them apart, so here we go. 1 cup of whipping cream, in you go. Scoop that out of there. And 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Let's see, what does it say? Beat for at least 5 minutes. I don't know about that. And so then we're going to put in 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead and put the vanilla in right now. What's the temperature out at your guys' places right now? Where do you live? I mean, like what state? Because it's definitely summer here in California. Unless you live on the coast like Fort Bragg or something like that, or Pismo Beach is always cooler on the coast. Okay, and 1/2 cup powdered sugar. We don't live right next to the ocean. A lot of people think if you're from California, all you see is movie stars and the beach. Well, we got nothing. We don't have the movie stars up here, and we don't have the ocean. The ocean's about 3 hours away from us. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. And our 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. I always store, once I open powdered sugar or brown sugar, I always store it in a Ziploc bag afterwards. Let's see what this says now. Beat the cream cheese and then add the whipped cream, powdered sugar and vanilla. Beat for at least 5 minutes. Spread over graham cracker crust. Refrigerate until set. Top with your choice of fruit filling. And so we have chosen the cherry, which that's what they have for the recipe this time. One of our favorites is cherry pie filling. Peach and blueberry are also delightful, or you can change things up by using 1 can of pie filling and 1 cup each of blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. So those are your options. This really looks good, actually, guys. All right, so we've got our mixture, and I'm pretty sure it has mixed for 5 minutes. I can tell by how long my video's been going. All right, and we're going to pour that right on over the graham cracker crust, which, see, the graham cracker crust was not enough, but the cheese filling was definitely enough. But we're just going to bring it right to the edge there. So next time if I make this, and I'll put a little note on my cookbook, is to double the graham cracker crust, but everything else could stay the same. Now it's going to be pretty thick right here because we didn't spread it all the way out, but that's okay. So if you're going to make this recipe, instead of 1.5 cups of graham crackers, I would use 3 cups. Alright, so here it is so far. And I'm going to go put that into the refrigerator. I'm going to let it set for a couple hours, and then we'll be back to top it with the cherry filling. Okay? I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so I let it set up for a couple hours. And now it calls for 2 of these cans of the pie filling mix, and these are 21 ounces a can. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 can first and see if that's enough, because it's not as big as we expected it to be. So I don't want it to be overbearing so much. Well, it's like I need 1.25 cans. So if I make the recipe next time using double the amount of graham cracker crust, then you would definitely need 2 cans. I'm going to go open this one up. Allergies today really bad, you guys. I don't know why, but I do. But it's the valley we live in. All right. Okay. So this actually looks very good. And if the whole thing was done, it would be a beautiful dessert. Or just do it in this recipe, but do it in a like 8x8 or 9x9 pan. And then it would be fine. So I'm going to try a little bit. But it does look refreshing, and it wasn't, you know, you didn't have to heat up the oven, which was nice. And I love graham cracker crust. I just love graham cracker crust. It really just tastes like a cheesecake. It's very good, you guys. Super good. All right. Well, now I got a 1/2 can of cherry pie filling. So I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I'll figure something out to use it for. But anyways, I really like this dessert. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but I wrote in my little cookbook here. Well, I'll add to it. Because this is what I do with my cookbooks. I write in them all the time. So, I made it on 7/11/19. Very yummy, but double this amount for the crust. All right, you guys, have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. All right? Bye, guys.